It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show. So start your morning. Kevin is the host. And his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Bee. So don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz. And he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Oh, what a beautiful day. It is the KVJ Show. Back on for a Thursday. Here we go, y'all. All right, heading to the weekend. We are getting there. Big stuff coming up this weekend. Very excited. We are honored that we are going to be a part of the Komen More Than Pink Walk that is going on the West Palm Beach waterfront.
We got Komen in the morning and then Tyler Cameron in the night.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of big stuff is going down.
Yes, I'm so excited for both of them. Mm-hmm. Very inspirational what both of the groups have done.
Yes, absolutely. So I know we got a lot of stuff happening this weekend. There's a lot of other stuff that's going to be going on. And if you're always trying to put together your plans to make sure you don't miss out on anything awesome that is happening, today on Instagram, we're going to be dropping the KVJ top 5 picks for things going on this weekend. There's some fun things, everything from sports to South Florida Fair to a lovely drinking event that's going to be going on if you'd love some cocktails.
I would love some.
I figured you probably would. So we'll get to that if you're not already. Follow us on Instagram or any platform that is out there. Just look for The KVJ Show. We are most likely there, including YouTube, where we have KVJ TV right now. And you can watch us anywhere globally on that, which is a lot of fun. And it's great for Jbird's family. No matter where they might be, they're able to check and watch him out. And they love seeing his lovely face because they don't get to see him in person that often. So they get to watch on KVJ TV. And then they get to give critiques and thoughts of him and how he is and how he looks. And one little critique that they had for him, if you're watching right now, you might notice that he has what's called resting bitch face.
And this isn't even a relative that's in my inner circle. This is kind of like an outer circle relative. And they called and they kept calling, and I've been avoiding. I finally pick up because I knew they wanted to talk. Like, hey, I turned on to your show on YouTube today. I watched for about 10 minutes. Do you know you've got resting bitch face? I'm like, no.
The family critiques are really, they hit the hardest.
Well, I saw in the chat room the other day, someone goes, he always looks annoyed. So maybe
Oh, okay.
Maybe I do look like I got resting bitch face.
RBF is real.
Yeah.
Wait, is that what you say for dudes too? I thought that was a name for dudes as well.
Maybe D-face.
Yeah.
Resting D-face.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what you have if we want to.
I will say,
I'd rather resting B-face than resting D-face.
I have noticed ever since my eyes have been going, I'm kind of squinting and it looks like I'm scowling a bit and I'm mad.
You're mad because you can't see.
Well, I'm just trying to see what's going on. There's a big light that goes over Kevin. So Kevin looks like an angel throughout the entire show.
That's not the light. That's just me.
He's always looked like an angel, little sweetie.
Very angelic. That's what my mom always told me.
That's your aura.
It's your aura, Kevin.
Okay, so now today, if I'm overly smiling, it's because I'm trying to compensate for my resting bitch face.
Look, you can't make them all happy.
No, you can't. It was really a critique that happened within under about 45 seconds of the phone call.
That's so funny because my mom called me yesterday to yell at me for mispronouncing carotid artery.
Yeah.
She's like, it's carotid artery, dummy.
Yeah.
I think you said the same word twice. What is it?
Carotid artery.
It's carotid artery?
Yeah, that sounds right to me.
Yeah, I think that's how you say it.
You were
corroded?
saying, yeah, corroded. I don't know.
If your artery's corroded, it's kind of clogged and falling apart.
I think it's with a K.
I'm backing out because I can already hear people angrily typing, and I'm with the witch.
Do you want the voicemail from my mom? Because she claims she's saying it right, and I'm saying it wrong, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my head's going to explode.
And that thing on YouTube you can do, this is how you pronounce it, but with our luck, that video will probably be copywritten and it'll be taken down.
Yeah, I think, it's saying corroded.
Oh, maybe that's what
Carotid.
That's what I said.
Carotid.
Carotid artery.
Yeah.
Oh, if you're in the middle.
But I struggle.
But it sounds like corroded, as you're saying. Yeah.
Why? If you say it fast, it sounds like corroded artery, but it's not corroded, it's corroded.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, if you're in the medical field and you're listening to this, you are so annoying.
Don't come to us for medicine, baby.
You're screaming at the radio.
You're punching your steering wheel and you just might drive into a tree on purpose.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Well, you'll get angry listening to the show, or we'll look angry when you're watching. I guess is how it goes here. Jbird got something exciting in the mail yesterday. In fact, it's something that he's been missing the last couple of times that has come to his house. Sometimes that can be a little tricky. You're always missing the delivery guy, and they want somebody there.
Oh, you got to sign for it. It's expensive.
It's one of those things where, because there was some shipping involved, and I kept missing. They go, be at home from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. You're like, I do work.
Right.
Is that cool if I maybe can get a closer time?
So it's a all-day window. Okay, that's very conducive to a regular working man.
Yeah, it was tricky, but she landed home. She's finally where she needs to be.
And you could tell pretty much from the outside packaging what it was. It
You really could.
left no doubt that this man had been delivered a full-size Bigfoot statue.
It was a neighborhood stopper. People were stopping, asking questions. They're like, what is going on here?
Where is it going to live?
It's going to live in my living room, but I got a really good deal on this. And here's the fun thing that I like about all this kind of stuff. My boy is in this game. I'm not a good haggler. We're talking about haggling down. I am a good trader. I'm able to trade things off that I don't need. For example, I got duplicates of stuff that I got at garage sale that I don't want or need, but other people want that.
Like what? Like collectibles?
Collectibles, exactly. And that's how you can knock off the price on some of this stuff if you get someone that wants to trade, and I got somebody that wanted to do that.
Nice.
So you feel like you won the hunt and you got something cool, and you could tell. I looked about 7 years old in that video. I was so happy.
Yeah.
I saw the video. Man, the nipples on that Bigfoot are popping.
Extraordinary. They're really, really doing some just amazing stuff when it comes to the craftsmanship of some of these Bigfoot, especially detail on the nipples.
Every time I walk by that thing, I'm gonna be tuning in Tokyo.
Well, we took the top part off first, and we go, wow, look at the detail up top.
So the pictures that you got matched what showed up in person.
Yes.
That is amazing, because that's not always how it goes down.
Yeah.
When you buy stuff online, sometimes it shows up and you're like, what the hell?
It makes me happy. Every time I looked over there, I couldn't stop smiling.
Aww.
Well, that's good. We all need something like that. Look forward to.
We do all need something like that.
You brought up a good point, though. There was a movie back in the 80s called Harry and the Hendersons, and it was a Bigfoot movie. And the statue you got looks a lot like Harry from Harry and the Hendersons. And I would think there would be restrictions on how close you could get to an actual image because, it's Bigfoot, but it's kind of a unique Bigfoot. You've got the Jack Link's Bigfoot, which that's a certain style and a certain look. You got the Harry from Harry and the Hendersons Bigfoot. And that statue pretty much looks like a knockoff of that.
The way you can get away with stuff is through Etsy. Etsy is the Wild Wild West. And you're right. People will take some liberties. If Star Wars only knew what Etsy was doing, they'd probably say you can't make that.
If it was in Walmart, you'd have a problem. But because it's in Etsy, and they're probably not selling that many of them.
Probably not.
So it's you can get away with it until you start selling a lot of whatever that something is.
Well, what people do is people on Etsy, they'll buy stuff on Amazon Prime, and they may get it at a pretty cheap price. Let's say they bought something 3 years ago, but they'll keep it in a box, and then in 3 years they'll resell it, and it's doubled its value. It's a crazy game.
I see this.
It can be a lot of work. I do it as a hobby, so I enjoy it. I know people who do it for a career, and it can get a little tiring and it can get pretty annoying because everyone's always trying to make deals. It's the Wild Wild West.
Negotiating is difficult, and there's a learning curve to it.
Yeah, I'm not good at getting prices down, but I am good at getting bundles and trading.
Okay.
All right, we got to have our own skill sets.
Look at you. As happy as you were in that video, I would say keep it up. Whatever gives you that kind of joy in your life to look like a kid on Christmas, don't stop. Get it.
The way I look at it is because there are some critiques of it. They go, why would you waste any money or time on that?
Don't read the haters.
The way I look at it, what's the difference between that and a table you like or a chair?
There's no difference.
It's a piece of furniture from a certain point of view.
Buy things that make you happy and then keep doing it.
I mean, Ralston, do you want a 7-foot Buckeye? Because I can get that for you.
I do not at all.
He knows his wife would be like, that's going in the trash.
What would you do if you brought a 7-foot Buckeye statue home?
I don't know where I would put it. I got no room. Yeah, that'd be crazy. That'd be tough for me. But it's quite a video, and you can go see it. It is up on all of our social media platforms, Instagram. Also, you can see the short on YouTube. A lot of different places there.
If you want to see a man in pure ecstasy, that's what's going on in that video.
Yeah.
He's in love.
Yeah, my friend did say, this place is kind of turned into a low-budget Willy Wonka. People are always, what's going on back there? What are you building? Nobody ever goes in. Nobody ever comes out.
Okay, so who on the KVJ show do you think is most likely to become obsessed with a new hobby for 48 hours? Into something quick and out quick.
I think it might be you.
Okay.
Because you've gone through a lot of phases.
Yeah.
You were talking about paddleboarding not that long ago.
Yeah.
How many times have you paddleboarded since then?
No, it didn't launch, no. Yeah.
You haven't got offshore yet?
No, no.
I'm an all try anything guy.
Yeah. The biggest problem that I have, and I think what kills me, is I'm so dependent on family. If I were a single dude, paddleboarding would have taken off.
I've noticed me not having all the responsibilities of a family. I'm able to do more stupid things.
Because I go to the Queen, I'm like, hey, let's go out paddle. No. Let's go paddle. No. So it's like, yeah. So trust me, the desire is burning in my heart. I just, when and then if I go off paddleboarding by myself, then I won't see him for the rest of the weekend. So, yeah, you got to kind of hang and, I just know how it goes. I've done that before. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be bold and do it by myself. And then you come back and then they take off for the whole day. And then you see them Sunday night and you're like, okay, I'm going to go to bed. I'll see you guys next weekend. And so that's
And then your life falls apart, your marriage falls apart.
Yeah.
And the over drinking continues.
Yeah.
Well, that's the fun part.
I got a lot of great intentions. Just my execution's terrible. Yeah. Who on the KVJ show is most likely to make a new best friend in line at Publix?
It's me.
It's Jbird. Now, he would do it in Publix sober. I would do it in the ladies' restroom intoxicated. I do this all the time. I don't know why. And I look back at my phone the next day, and me and this girl had this deep conversation after we met in the bathroom, drinking.
Could you?
And then I'm like, oh gosh.
Could you imagine if I told you, hey Kev, man, I met this new person. I was in the bathroom drunk, and I never met him before, and we're good friends now.
Now we're best friends, and we're going to Mexico together for spring break. Like, that's the kind of stuff that I plan drunk in the ladies' restroom all the time.
Drunk promises is a real thing.
Drunk promises is so real.
But she's right, though. If it was, even if there was no drinking involved in a Publix line, it's happened.
Mm-hmm. Who on the KVJ show is most likely to send an embarrassing DM at 2 a.m.?
I have in my life. Have I in my life. You know what? If you've done it before, I think you got to be top contender. I think it's me.
Okay.
I think it's me too.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We see ourselves.
You ever see yourself 5 years ago and you go, what were you thinking?
I see myself 5 days ago.
I know.
What was I thinking?
That's the scary thing. Because I know in 5 years from today, I'm going to go, what were you thinking 5 years ago?
I'm inconsistent. I'm a mess. Don't listen to me.
Who on the KVJ show most likely to forget they were cooking something until the smoke alarm goes off?
Oh, my gosh.
Both of you again, huh?
Ask my husband. About once a month, I almost burn our house down.
Okay, all right.
That's how I know. Oh, that's right. I was hungry.
It's so bad because I'll start the eggs and then I'll realize I forgot to floss, and then I'll get up there to floss and then I'll forget to floss and I'll realize I got to sort the laundry. So I'll start sorting the laundry, but then my phone will ring, and so I'll be on a conversation for 20 minutes and then I'll realize, oh crap, the eggs.
Wait, so you'll floss first and then get all the gunk out of your teeth and then eat?
All the time.
And then you go to bed?
Well, no, I'm just talking about in the day.
Oh,
in
gosh,
the day,
okay.
just running around. Like, as soon as I walk in a room, I see something, and then I forget why I walked in, but it's a new project I need to work on.
Ah, okay.
It's like squirrel.
Yeah. I've noticed that. In fact, it was comical just watching my wife the other day. I kept asking her for something, and I come in here, and people are like, so why is that so there was something that was going on. Like, for instance, the way our whole credit card system is set up, it's so bunk. Because it's just absolutely insane. But my wife handles our finances. So if a lot of times she has a credit card off because we keep getting scammed. We went to Miami and somehow somebody hacked our credit card, spent $500. And so that just happens all the time. So we always have it off. But she's the only one that had the ability to do it. And so I'm like, hey, can you get that set up? Because so many times I've been stuck in line. I'm standing there. I have no cash. And I have a credit card that's not turned on. I'm like, maybe later, but I don't have time to come back to the store to get it. You know, and it's stuff that I need.
I'm standing here now with butter in my hands. I need it.
And I have no time to come back.
No credit card.
If I don't get it right now, it's not going to happen.
It's also embarrassing if you try to put your card in and it doesn't work and there's people in line. Now
And they're like, sure, your wife turned it
it's
off.
Totally embarrassing. So it's frustrating because I don't get what I need. Then that wrecks my day. I don't have time to come back
And
to
you
get
look
it
like
later.
insufficient funds guy from the radio.
Yes.
Especially if there's KVJ Nationers in the line.
Oh,
Laughing.
absolutely. All that.
Kevin, I mean, radio's paying you nothing. You can't even afford butter.
You got a nice outfit, but you broke.
So I know what you guys would say, but going, just have your wife get it so you can turn on. I'm like, absolutely. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, hey, my wife and I, we had nothing else going on. I'm like, can you please get this taken care of? Something would happen. She would get up and start walking around. I'm like, hey, can you get this going on? Hey, something else would happen. She'd get up, start walking around. I counted 7 times. I'm like, can you please put this on my phone? Eventually, she just walked out the front door and was gone, and I didn't get it on my phone. And I'm like, what I tell people, they're like going, Kev, you got to get this done. I'm like, I needed to record that so people could see what the exchange was like. And I kept reminding myself, I had it written in front of me. I'm like, remind her to put this on the phone. Don't stop until I get it. And 7 different times over 45 minutes. And it never got taken care of because her mind is like,
Yeah.
and she's just off. I'm like, Kim, can you please put this on my phone? Sit down, focus for a second. She sat there for 3 seconds, got back up and walked off again. I'm like, Kim, seriously, can you put this on my phone?
You got to sit with her and put her finger on her phone and do it.
I tried. She got up and walked away. I know everybody's got these solutions. This woman is hard to crack.
Menopause makes you worse, too. I mean, she's always kind of been a multitasker.
Yeah.
But menopause will make you way worse at being able to focus on any one thing for
It's tough.
more than 3 seconds.
That's why I try never to give you solutions. I'm just here to give you support.
Right. I'm like, walk with me. I'm like, when people give me solutions, I'm like, just come with me. And I want you to see what I see. Because
You
I
need
know
to give him $20.
what you're giving me is a rational approach on how to handle this. Now, walk into my irrational world. And let's just see how this goes down.
You wouldn't live a day in Kevin's life.
My favorite thing is when people try to tell Kevin, they start off, here, Kev, here's what you need to do.
Right.
I'm like, oh.
With the most obvious piece of advice. I'm like, you don't think I didn't try that years ago?
Just give Kevin cash.
Yeah.
That's
so
how y'all can help Kevin.
Here we are today, and yesterday when I had to order my meals, I'm like, can you turn the credit card on, or at least send me instructions on how to turn it on? She never sent instructions. She just turned it on. So we're back at square one, the big 45-minute attempt last week. I'll try it again this weekend, but I wouldn't promise better results.
Even the way you said it, it was kind of, can you put the credit card back on?
Exactly. It's just like, good heavens. So tough. It really is so tough. And I'm not much better because I get pulled off in projects, anyway. So I had to make myself focus to try to make her focus, and it was not successful. So that's where our minds are today. Our minds are mush, basically, is where we are. Well, somebody said something just a couple minutes ago. They said, boy, the S-bomb I would buy if I didn't have kids. I'm sometimes so jealous of Jbird. You're right. I mean, there is something to that about being a single dude. Your money is yours. You control it. You don't have to get a hold of a wife to turn on your credit card.
You hear that, guys?
Yeah.
We're talking to you guys in your 20s.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just put some boundaries on that cash.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. There are a lot of people that are choosing to not have any kind of kids whatsoever. In fact, it's happening here in America. It's happening in China. They say in a big way. And I do understand what people are saying. They are starting to get a little bit alarmed about some of the birth rates that are going on. In fact, they say China's population is shrinking. a good bit. They said in 2024, the population dropped by 3.39 million.
Is that going on across the entire globe?
I do see a lot of reports that it's not just a China thing, that it's happening pretty much everywhere. And in America, our birth rate, I think, is kind of, it edged up a little bit, but, a lot of it, that's what immigration is. And that's where there's this big debate about, how many people we have to replenish our populations. Because as people start working, they do start seeing the challenges of going out and working as much as you need to and being able to dedicate their time to raising a family. And it is tough. They talk about economic pressures and the high living costs and job insecurity and, all those kind of things. That's a big part of it, is people are saying, even if I wanted to have kids, I just couldn't have kids because I don't have the money. Another part of it is, too, the changing views of marriage and family. That's kind of driving the shift as well. More people are saying, yeah, why would I want the hassle of getting married? I hear what Kevin's got to go through.
He don't even get a credit card.
Yeah, all those kind of things are happening.
He's the breadwinner that can't buy bread.
Exactly, yes. So people are going, I just want to be able to run my own thing. And pets are seen as being less stressful and more affordable, to getting kids. And so people are going, okay, it's all solved. In fact, I saw a report that was kind of going on today. They were talking about just how many people are choosing to do pets over the other option. And here's some of what they had to say.
A growing number of young Americans are choosing to have pets over children. 43% of Americans say they prefer to have a pet as their kid over human children, according to a recent Harris poll. A Brookings study from 2022 found that it costs about $300,000 to raise a child in the U.S. from birth through age 17, which includes basics like housing, food, clothing, and education. By comparison, pet costs were roughly $27,000 over 18 years.
Yeah, a lot of people are going, okay, well, that seems like a much better deal to do that.
They don't talk back to you?
Yeah.
They don't turn off your credit card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coco ain't taking your Capital One and flipping it off.
True
you
it
just live with your dog.
Yeah.
Your credit card will be fine.
And China now has more pets than children under 4. And they say by 2030, they're going to have nearly twice as many. Over 70 million pets versus about 40 million toddlers.
I do feel like the mind frame of humans towards pets have changed since even when I was a little kid. People weren't nice to pets a lot of times.
You're right.
And they've gotten nicer. And there's still things people do that are bad. But back in the 80s, man, there was a lot of people being mean to their dog.
Oh, in Louisiana, most dogs were kept outside. Like, you just had a dog in the yard. That's how it was. Like, your dog didn't come in the house. He was a dog.
I went to Oregon. There were so many dogs that were living a better life than I was. It was amazing.
Now dogs are in outfits and boots and baby strollers.
First class? Oh, yeah.
Dogs in the first class.
Drinking champagne.
That's it. So a lot of people are going that route. Now, the one thing I will caution, though, is they're talking about the projections for what's going to happen long term. If the population continues to decrease, we have AI that is replacing our jobs, and you look down 100 years, 200 years, 300 years, the numbers really start to shift. And then you start to see where humanity may not exist, and there's no more human race. And then finally and fully, the robots take over. And in a sense, we chose not to reproduce, and we just kind of gave the planet to them.
Well, there's a theory that the internet makes the human brain very passive and not motivated. So you're getting, now that's not every human, but that's the majority of the population. And they're not motivated to go out and want to start a family. And it's making us quite docile with everything. And that's a concern for the future.
And then you contaminate the food, the skies, the world, the water. You get people sicker, and there's less need for them. And there's less healthy ones to fight it.
There are people that think that we're living in autopilot a lot of times, and we're not. We're kind of going through the motions, and we're not waking up to what's happening.
That's what the big rich people want.
Or the robots. I've been talking about that for a minute.
Yeah, it just seems like this is a subtle story, and we're just talking about, yes, of course we love pets. It seems so great, but we are swapping out our children for the pets. And when nobody's having children, then nobody really thought about it, but the human race doesn't continue on. And so here we are now with technology from IVF, is they talk about how you can almost design your kid for whatever you want. height, eye, hair color, risk of disease. They can even estimate the IQ that each embryo will have. And then you'd be able to choose and be like, well, the strongest, fastest, best, let's go with it. And I know some people are like saying, well, this isn't right. You're playing God too much. We need to step in. And this goes kind of beyond like typical disease screening. We're talking about optimizing humans.
Well, that's what I do with my video games. I'll make a baseball player and make him superhuman in there. And that's what it kind of sounds like this is.
Now you can make a superhuman baby.
Well, you pick the eyes, you pick the nose, you pick the strength, the speed. That's what you do in a video game.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can start probably doing that with humans. Now, the one argument that I would have to the critics of something like this is we are having a hard time incentivizing people to have children. Now, if you could go in when you're ready to have kids, if you have the money and you're ready to do it, if this is what it would take for somebody to decide to raise a child and spend $300,000 over the course of its life, I say let it be. And also one thing biology has taught us about the survival of the fittest, those who are the strongest and the smartest, they do survive. And if we are going to be lowering our numbers and we are going to have to deal with competition from robots and AI in the future, shouldn't we want the best of humanity to represent us?
I'm not comfortable with us doing it. And it's just my own personal opinion. I feel like we're almost playing God and we're...
Oh, it's exactly what it is.
It doesn't seem natural to me. And I feel like we're playing around with something we shouldn't be playing. But then I've heard the counter argument going, well, if we have the ability to do this, isn't that something that might supposed to happen as well?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Now,
It freaks me out.
I prefer leaving things to chance. But as we keep talking and the numbers are backing it up that we're choosing not to have children, at this point you have to say the children we have to be strong. There are other cultures. You watch the movie 300, and the Greeks used to take the babies out and put them on a cliff and leave them for a while. And then they would come back. And if the child was still alive, it was strong. And it was good for the society. If it was dead, they would just basically kick it off the cliff and say, we'll try again.
Not good parenting.
Right. But they were strong and nobody would mess with the Greeks.
And you think you're a bad parent.
Right.
I don't think I make it past 3 minutes. I'm petrified of heights.
You're on a cliff and you're cold.
Like, this baby didn't even make it to the exercise.
Good luck, baby.
Oh, my God.
Done and out early. So it is going to be interesting to see what they do. Now, the one thing that they have to have happen, because it's our politicians who are living in mansions that keep telling us you need to have more children. And like going, you seen the cost of this? You know how much I got to work? I don't have time to do that. I couldn't even be a good parent.
Well, can we tell the politicians we need less lying?
Yeah. Well, they're talking about incentives and they need more tax breaks. They need child care subsidies. We talked about how expensive it is to get daycare for kids. And you got to work, but then when you work, you're paying your entire salary just to have somebody watch your child. It's pretty crazy. We need better maternity leave for people.
I'm going to sound crazy, but I'm used to that. Tell me I'm wrong. In, I don't know, 100 years, you're going to see half man, half llama. You're going to see hybrid of animals. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy right now. You made that same laugh when I said robots are going to take over the world. Don't be surprised when you see horseman running.
Llama man?
Llama man's running wild.
What is llama man going to do?
Yeah, right.
Exactly. I don't know.
Is he in a zoo? Is he running around?
Does he own the zoo?
He runs the zoo and he is the zoo.
I'm just saying, I know I sound crazy now, but would you be shocked in 100 years we had a llama person? Half human, half llama.
I mean, Kevin's trying to have a serious conversation.
Oh, my bad. I'm just trying to take it to that next level.
If you could choose your best and strongest embryo, Virginia, are you doing it?
That's a good question. If this would have been presented to me, like say right before we had Rocco, and it was cost effective, yeah, I might do it. Because think about it. If I can be guaranteed that I would have a healthy child, a smart child, a strong child, a child that's going to do better in life, that's all a parent wants. You want your kid to be the best they can be and be happy. And yeah, I think if it was cost effective, that's the thing. I think a lot of this IVF stuff is very expensive.
It is.
And most people cannot afford to do IVF.
Yeah, it really is just kind of a shame that we're in a place in society right now where a lot of people who would like to have kids can't have kids. And they've got to fix that. So I asked if you could pick your best embryo, would you? It's a 60-40 proposition with the majority of people choosing to do it. And I think I would. Because, look, if we can have it and it's luck of the draw and we're doing this anyway, then let's go with the best of the best.
Doing the work that we have done with Little Smiles, I've seen lots of families with sick kids. I don't wish that on any family.
Right. You talk about the challenge and the cost of a healthy child at $300,000. How much is it when you have a sick child?
You can go millions in debt with a sick child. And of course, I would want to eliminate that for myself and anybody. The pain of having a sick child is taking life out of your years. It is awful.
I want to see the percentage of people who believe that Llama Man is possible in the future.
Who knows what we'll get?
He always gonna bring it back to Goofy.
So at what age was your daughter Magnolia allowed to close and lock her door, Virginia? Did she have that privacy at all ages, or did you want to see exactly what was going on at a certain age?
I mean, I think once they are in like high school, you have to be a little bit more flexible with giving them privacy. But still, depending on what company was over, and I do judge a book by its cover.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be different based on the vibe I got from the company she was currently bringing into my house. If I didn't like the person, the door stays open. If I felt like I could trust whoever she was with and they look me in the eye and they're not shady, then yeah, you can close the door. You can have your privacy. You can do your chit chat.
So not an age for you. It's situation by situation
Absolutely.
to see what's going on.
You can be judgy. You're a parent. You're allowed to be judgy of your kids' friends.
Well, I know a couple. The little girl, she just turned 8, and she's curious, and she's always kind of getting into a little mischief, and she wants to close the door and lock it and play with her dolls, and she wants her privacy, but she's by herself, and the dad isn't comfortable with that because he thinks she can get hurt and she needs to be supervised. The mom thinks that she should be allowed to do that because it's teaching her about privacy. It's teaching about trust. It's teaching that she can have her independence. And he thinks that the door should be kind of cracked open so they can keep an eye on her.
I don't like an 8-year-old being able to lock the door and I can't get in there.
I wouldn't either.
That's weird. Look, you can go to the hardware store and you can buy a door with no lock. It's a knob with no lock on it.
Right.
You put that on the door and now we don't even have an option. We don't have an argument. You're welcome to close the door, but if I want to come in, guess what? This is my house.
Right.
I'm going to come and go out of the room to do my job, which is parenting, and you can't tell me I can't do my job. Shut up, tax deduction.
Yeah. I think as long as you live under my roof, I should be able to have access to your room. And
Yeah.
My kids' doors have always had locks on it, but we never wound up in a situation. And I always knock. I knock, I'm like, hey, and, expect to come in. If it changed and they didn't respond and there was ever an issue, then I'd do exactly what you're saying. You would have a door with no lock on it.
Yeah, it's very easy to buy. The closet doorknobs don't have locks. Just get a closet doorknob.
Well, I was 8 years old at one point in my life, and I was a curious kid. And if I could just roam around and do whatever I wanted, I'm sure I would set the house on fire.
Yeah, that's your job as a parent to keep an eye on your kid. I'm not going to give an 8-year-old privacy. Sorry.
But what's the age if your kid wants to close the door and start getting that privacy? What's the age where you go, all right, they're old enough? Is it double digits?
I mean, you can close it when you're 8 or 9 or 10. I don't care. You just can't lock it. I got to be able to get in there.
Right.
And you got to understand that I'm just doing this for your best interest. And I don't care if you're mad at me.
Yeah, I got a teenager, and I've noticed probably at around the age of 15, 16 is when now every time he's in his room, the door is closed. And that's fine. And it used to always be open, and he wants his privacy as you kind of get to that age, talking to girls or whatever it might be. I'm okay with that.
Sure. Because
So
you
I'm
know
fine.
what it's like to be in his shoes.
Oh, I lived with so many people, and when you start talking, when I would start talking to girls on the phone, you'd have to run and hide because everyone wanted to hear what I was talking about. We had 3 different phones in the different rooms. You'd always hear someone pick up the phone. You could hear them breathing.
So you've always been surrounded by nosy women.
My entire entire life.
And look at you now.
Oh my gosh, I know, Kevin.
It won't let up. Till the day you die. I'm on you like white on rice.
Oh, I have been beaten into submission. A lot of it's been from you.
Now, it is pretty much unanimous. I said, should an 8-year-old be allowed to lock her bedroom door? 95% of people said no.
Okay. That is the right way of thinking.
Yeah, that's about as definite as it gets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my new closet designers, Closets by Design.
Well, somebody get the expiration clock going on Ghislaine Maxwell. I really thought this would happen sooner because, she knows the names of the people that helped Jeffrey Epstein do horrible things. And she's kind of been sitting on it saying, no, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. But if you sit in prison long enough, eventually, I think your mind would flip. And when you're looking at your 20-year sentence in federal prison and you realize, I am the only hooker doing any kind of time for these crimes, doesn't make sense. 20 years, eventually you're going to go, screw that. I'm going to start naming names. And she says she has 29 names that she calls co-conspirators. Okay, that's co-conspirators that helped to set up a network of abuse, and then 25 others that reached secret settlements in connection with Epstein's crimes, but were never charged because they paid money to not be charged. So now she's saying, all right, if those people aren't going to be up on any charges, you need to relook at my sex trafficking conviction and give me a better deal, or I'm going to start naming names. And this is where it might get interesting. Y'all, if she's dead in her cell, you know that the names she was about to give are more powerful than the names trying to protect her, because you have two different camps.
There'll be 29 seconds missing from the video.
Of course there will. You'll never see what happened if the names that she is trying to say
like 3 things
are big.
There's a glitch in the camera. Our security was at lunch.
They took a nap.
It was a great lunch day. We were having turkey tetrazzini.
Yeah, they love the turkey tetrazzini.
We don't know how this happened.
Nobody was watching the cameras. Oh my gosh. I think they think we're stupid. We're not.
I don't even think they care.
They don't care.
I think they think we're stupid, and they don't care that they think that.
Well, I think they're just saying, how are you going to make us come out with this information? And that's what they do. The stall game is like, okay, but we'll just keep them running around. And, I think the latest they had said is sometime during the Trump administration, they plan on coming out with the documents. So it went from, they passed that deadline, which meant absolutely nothing. That was a paper deadline back in December. And they just said, yeah, no, you'll get them when we get them to you, if then. And there's no... They realized it was a toothless order that they had, and they just thumbed their nose at it, and they're going to continue to do what they want to do. So.
Too many important people are in that group of 29 and that group of 25. There's too many politicians, high-ranking government officials, judges, lawyers, prosecutors. Celebrities, absolutely. But I think the most important names are the politicians, the people that control whether or not we see the names. That's really what you have to look at. And yeah, I'm sure there are celebrities on that list as well. Very weird, y'all. It continues. Well, Mel Gibson wants to throw his name in the ring, and why not? I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor of California at one point. You currently have Spencer Pratt running for the mayor of L.A. Why not Mel Gibson running for governor of California?
Okay.
He's put it out there, y'all.
Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass have already proven their incompetence and poor leadership during the Los Angeles wildfires. Now, as we experience rampant lawlessness and civil unrest, it's never been more clear they're unable to respond effectively and responsibly during calamity. Whether it's sheer incompetence or outright malevolence, the reality is stark. California's in a state of turmoil, and I ask my fellow Angelenos, why are Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass still in office?
Okay, have me instead.
I always feel like
Because I've always kept it together.
Right. Why is it that our politics attract the most extreme of Americans? We cannot have
Drama, baby. It's theater.
But, I mean, unfortunately, as we're finding out, these people control our lives, and we still keep voting for them, and it's absolutely insane.
It always sounds like he's on the verge of about to scream, even when he's trying to be calm.
'Cause he is.
Like you're sitting at breakfast, and how's it going? And give me the ketchup.
He's always mad because you're an idiot.
He has unchecked anger issues.
There's that part in that movie he does ransom. Give me back my son. I'm always expecting him to go to that level.
Yeah.
I love it because I think I'm about 10% Mel Gibson. I'm always on the edge. So game recognizes game.
And that's why he's probably going to get elected.
It's fascinating what's going on. If they flip California from being liberal to Republican, that is, whoa. Did not see that one coming.
I would be stunned if he wins. I don't think that would happen, but
Hey,
you never know. The
you
world's
never
crazy.
know. Kevin, just when you say you don't think that could happen,
You're right.
That's when something could happen.
We'll be playing this tape back in a year and a half. Be like, remember when I didn't think Mel Gibson could get elected?
People didn't think.
I mean, why would I even said that in that era? I mean, anybody can get elected.
Anybody can get elected.
Yeah.
People said Arnold wouldn't get elected.
You're right.
He goes, I'll be back.
He did. And finally here, after 15 years of marriage, boy, she hung in there. Rob Schneider's wife filed for divorce.
Oh, man.
And, I mean, I got to think it's been like dog years, right? For every one that you're married to your spouse, had to feel like 7 for poor Patricia. So pray for Patricia today.
Yeah.
Her marriage is over.
Well, now that he's got free time, expect Rob Schneider to run for office.
He's very political these days.
He got a resurgence in his career because he went down the political way.
You are right.
He's on. I see that cat on so many podcasts.
And that's what's going in your crazy dirt of the day.
If you love cooking shows, we've got a couple for you to check out tonight on TV with local chefs representing South Florida. The ones that you can check out first is you've got 34-year-old Gabrielle Caniglio. She's going to be making her TV debut on Next Level Chef with Gordon Ramsay.
Ooh, that's a big one.
The 5th season is going to be kicking off on Fox tonight at 8 o'clock, and it's going to be airing weekly on Thursdays. So you can see Gabrielle on there, and you can root her on. Now, she is the youngest of 8 kids. And she was kind of born into a restaurant family that kind of knows a thing or two about running restaurants in South Florida. You might know E.R. Bradley's. You might know Cucina. You might know 321 Datura.
Sure.
So there's a lot of experience there in the family. She went to New Orleans and studied a little bit, Virginia.
Oh, good for her.
Kind of where she cut her chops. That's one of the best food cities in America. I know you can attest to.
I can guarantee you it's the best food city in America.
Mm-hmm. So go and root Gabrielle tonight as she is on Next Level Chef with Gordon Ramsay. And then you've got Matt Abdu, who is the pit master and owner of Pig Beach Barbecue in West Palm Beach.
They're really good.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, all these places are fantastic. They're great people. They're going to be on the Beat Bobby Flay show tonight at 9 p.m. on the Food Network.
Yeah, I like that one. That's a good one. The one I love is when they tell the chefs they have only certain items they can use and they have to whip something together with just the items. Is that Top Chef as well?
They do that on Top Chef a lot. Are you thinking Chopped?
Maybe, yeah. It's such a cool concept where you have to somehow make, I don't know, a cow eye mixed with octopus liver tastes great.
Yeah, I think you might be thinking about Chopped.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I love Chopped. Chopped has been top for me for a while.
I think Chops are number 1, Kev.
That's the one that you would both want to be on, where they give you random ingredients. You got to make something good out of who knows what.
Chopped would be the most fun to be on as a contestant, but for me, the best cooking show, hands down, it's not even a competition, is Top Chef on Bravo.
I love Top Chef as well.
Top Chef is amazing to watch, but I could never cut the mustard as a contestant. I think I could do way better on Chopped than I would do on Top Chef.
The reason why I like a lot of those shows is because you kind of know what you're getting. You're not getting anything too heavy. It's all pretty much, light content. The one that's such a great one is the food truck competitions where they travel all over the country and they have to do all these food trucks are in competition with one another. Same concept as far as making different things. They have to sell, pop-up things going on. It's really cool.
That is a cool concept. I also am a huge fan of the OG Iron Chef, which is one of the first and the original. And again, I do not want to be a contestant on Iron Chef, but I like watching Iron Chef because it's so good.
The one thing, though, the people that critique, sometimes people just like what they like. Just because they don't like how it tastes doesn't mean it's not good.
You're right. It's very subjective.
Sometimes I don't like the judging ways.
I know. My friend was on Top Chef. And so, kind of when you pull the curtain back, sometimes it's just, the judges are in a mood.
Well, everyone eats food. And everyone likes what they like. And I understand there's techniques chefs can say, look, you cook the noodles too much. But if someone's eating something and it tastes good to them and they don't know how to cook, is their opinion not valid?
Even if you have the chefiest chefs and you put 10 of them on a judging panel, it is 9 times out of 10, they don't all agree on what the best dish is from the competitors. And that's what's interesting to watch.
Yeah.
If you were going to go on a cooking show where it was just bring your best dish forward, what are you going on to the show with, Virginia?
I mean, the thing that I cook the best, that I cook the most is gumbo, but I wouldn't even say gumbo is the best Louisiana dish. I think crawfish etouffee is
and that's what you personally make best. That's the question. Your best dish.
I make best gumbo. That's what I make best.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and answer the question.
But you can't make it quick. So I don't know if I would go on a cooking show and cook gumbo because I would probably S the bed.
Oh, that's not good.
No, I'm not eating your food.
You have too much gumbo. I have actually S the bed from eating too much gumbo before.
I don't like it.
It actually comes out the way it goes in. Looks exactly the same.
I don't want that gumbo.
No. And Jbird, what about you? Your best dish that you would take on a cooking show?
Oh, Kevin, I think my pierogi pizza.
Okay. You'd wow them with that, huh?
That, yeah. Or the Milli Vanilli chili.
Oh, that Milli Vanilli chili.
That really was
fire, yo.
That was my girlfriend Honey Face's recipe, and she taught me how to do it. And then I taught Virginia how to do it. So it's really kind of all.
Mm-hmm. It was a group effort.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was back when she was a secret girlfriend. I didn't even know it was Honey Face's recipe that I was cooking.
Yeah, how about that, huh?
Wow.
The big reveal.
I know. Why would I ever want to hold any secrets around this crew?
I know, huh?
Eventually, everything comes out.
Yeah, you're right. Just
you can't keep a secret from me forever.
That's what they say about your gumbo. Eventually, it all comes out.
Yeah, you're going to ask the bed.
Mm-hmm. Well, a couple days ago on the After the Show that we do after this one that you can watch on so many different platforms like Facebook and Twitch and YouTube, we tried to say toy boat fast 3 times, and it was a challenge.
Man, it was.
Yeah. Jbird, show them how it's done.
Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Did I do it 3 times?
Maybe 4.
That was 4?
Yeah.
Was it still wrong?
He just can't follow directions.
The amazing thing about Jbird doing tongue twisters is how much his voice changes and why he does the Forrest Gump impression every time I don't know.
I'm going to try not to gump it up. I don't know why I do that either.
No, I love when you do that. It sounds amazing.
I don't think it's helping. Denny!
Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat.
You have a great gump, Kevin.
Maybe I'll try it as well. So what we're going to do here is a tongue twister Olympics. We all get to try one. You have the instructions on exactly what you do here. Now we can start with you, Virginia, and we'll work our way around. Now, this one you only have to say simply one time.
Okay, because it's that hard.
Yeah, this is just one, but with everything you do, it's got to be as fast as you can, and you're going to be noted for speed if you want to go to the next round.
Ooh.
Okay. Which washes?
Swish, Rogers.
Thank you very much, Jody Foster.
That's very nice, you're shy.
In my defense, I had a lip flip, and my lip, it's just
Terrible time for you to try this.
terrible time.
Terrible time. Okay, I'll try the next one here. Pad kid poured curd pulled cod.
Whoa!
Show off.
Okay. We'll let Denny's in there if you can. Denny's, I've got these for you as well. Gonna have him grab one. Boy, I gave him a long one here.
Oh,
This
yeah, you
is
did.
tough.
You gave him all the meat.
Okay, Denny's, let's see how you can do on this one.
This the Imagine one?
Yep.
All right.
The longest
Jeez,
one.
it's so long. All right. Imagine an imaginary menagerie manager managing an imaginary menagerie.
He's so good.
That's pretty
Till
good.
right at the end.
That's good, though.
That's hard.
Okay, Jbird, you got the next one. Now, this one you have to repeat 3 different times as Forrest Gump.
I'm going to try not to gump it.
Okay.
3 times you say. All right.
3 times in a row, you got to do this one.
6 separately skeletons, 6 separately skeletons, 6 separately skeletons. Oh my gosh. That is so hard.
6 slippery skeletons.
Oh,
What he
no.
was trying to say. Okay, Virginia, your next one in round 2.
The 6...
Oh, girl, about dropped an S-bomb.
Gonna have to dump you.
Uh-oh.
Wait, I don't want to accidentally curse.
The sixth sheep's sick.
Yeah, Kevin, I'm going to curse.
You got the, I think if it's accidental, you're okay.
I got my finger on the dump button, which won't work.
The 6 sheep 6.
I'm sorry, I was laughing too much.
I don't think I tried really hard.
Okay, give it to us one more time.
The 6 sheep sick.
Well, that was,
Yeah.
That was a train wreck. That one.
Good effort, though.
I can't.
Yeah, that one didn't work out too well. Okay, let me see. This one I got to do 3 times in a row. Stupid superstition, stupid superstition, stupid superstition.
You're best so far, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but that's maybe I got lucky ones there. Easy ones. Okay, Denny's. You get the next one here in our tongue twister Olympics.
He gets a long one again.
All right. Crouching cautiously, Carmen collected curious crickets.
Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, boy's good. That boy's good.
I gotta follow that.
Denny's
Yeah.
8.
Yep. Okay, Bird.
Oh,
here you
Kevin.
go.
No, you did this on purpose. You want me.
No, this
to
one you
look
don't
up-
have to say because I saw that maybe you were struggling a bit with the ones that you got to keep repeating. This one you don't repeat. It's just a little bit of a longer one, but just do it as fast as you can.
Okay. She is a sifter. She is a sieve of unsifted thistles. A sieve of thistles.
I love that you gave him all S's. Wait, is that a pattern
It's
that
the
you're
meanest
doing?
thing I've ever done in my life.
I had to go to speech class for that. I couldn't do the S's.
Every one of his has so many S's in it.
He is a thistle thifter. She has a thief of unsifted thistles and a thief of sifted thistles.
She's a thistle.
That's a tough one. Yeah, you're right. That's a challenge right there.
Oh, there's no way.
Man, I just got a flashback from 3rd grade.
Damn.
Okay. The person who did the absolute best, Denny's.
Yeah, he nailed it, man.
Yes.
73% of the vote. I got second place with only 13. Wow.
I mean, who the hell? Did I get any percentage? And if I did, how?
You got third place, 10%. Yeah. And Virginia got last with only 4%.
I agree with that. If you voted for me, thank you, but you're high.
How about that, huh?
I thought I had last place written all over it.
No?
I did terrible.
You got third. I don't know. Denny's did do a pretty solid job.
It is weird, though. There's so many things I suck at, but I enjoy doing them. That was great fun.
That was a lot of fun. Absolutely.
Yeah,
it was
love it.
good. Not sure if it was great to listen to, but
Love it.
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's free, Kev.
It is free. You're right about that.
People fighting online, losing their minds. So we read the crazy crap they write and have a fun time. Well,
Get ready for this week's digital drama.
Okay, here we go. We got Annie. She thinks there is a peeping Tom in the neighborhood, and she's calling out a man named Benny. But it's possible she actually may not have the right guy. Whoops.
Damn, that's messed up.
Okay. I will play the role of Annie. We'll have Virginia playing the role of Kenneth. Bird, you can be Benny. And Denny's going to be Tanya.
Bird gets to be the peeping Tom.
I gotta be the creeper.
Damn, Bird.
Okay, here's what Annie had to say on this next door thread.
Attention neighborhood. We have a peeping Tom and I've basically solved it all. Benny from apartment 6 has a trespassing arrest on his record from 2019. I looked into this and patterns don't lie. I heard this peeping Tom even looks like Benny, who, by the way, has always given off weird vibes. You know what I'm saying? Stay vigilant, people.
Here comes Annie with her online law degree and her Ring doorbell camera. Did you solve this between yelling at kids and screaming at cars that you think are speeding, Annie? Benny hasn't even been in town, you moron.
I agree. This is reckless, Annie. You don't get to ruin someone's name because you feel like being Karen the sheriff today.
I was in another state for 2 months while my mom was dying of cancer. I just got back in town. But apparently I also learned how to teleport and become a peeping Tom at the same time. I was in Connecticut burying my mother, you dumbass.
People with records always have convenient timing. Sad story or not, history matters. That's just facts, not feelings. At least 3 people say the peeping Tom looks like you, Benny. Damn. Sorry, but I'm trying to just protect this neighborhood.
Wow, Annie. You just turned a dying mom into a public nightmare for Benny.
Yep.
That is ice cold, girl. Even the HOA would vote you off the island for that one.
I mean, my mom dies and I'm being branded the neighborhood creep. You should honestly be ashamed of yourself, Annie. My mother is turning over in her grave.
Well, you know what, Benny? I'm not ashamed. I'm realistic. I'd rather offend people than let something terrible happen. If that makes me the bad guy, fine. I keep it real. Sorry if that's too much for the snowflakes in this thread.
This app isn't your courtroom, and your vibes aren't the judge and jury. Until you have proof, all you solved today is to how to make yourself look like a dangerous asshat. The biggest one on the block. Benny should sue you.
Damn.
Oh, boy.
Could Benny sue her if he wasn't the peeping Tom and she's going on social media saying all that?
You have to prove that he was hurt by it. But yeah, I mean, if it hurt his business, if it hurt him personally, he absolutely could sue her because she put that in writing.
I even feel like I got a little stank just by playing Benny.
Yeah, you kind of did. Who cast you as Benny?
Pervert.
Kevin.
Damn, Kevin.
At least I'm not a cat pervert.
See how I set him up for every segment we do? Well, we got another thread here with Carla, who has to go into sensitivity training. And Lisa's asked her how she looked in an outfit, and Carla gave an honest answer. Feelings were hurt and emotions run deep on social media. I will play the role of Carla. We'll have Virginia playing the role of Daryl. Bird can be Lisa, and Denny's will be Danny. Okay. Carla says, so now I have to be sent to sensitivity training because I was too honest? Lisa, my coworker asked how she looked with what she's wearing. I said the outfit made her look hefty and unflattering. And she reported me for toxic behavior. That's not bullying. That's answering the question. Don't ask for opinions if you only want the fairy tales.
You didn't answer a question. You body shamed me in front of coworkers. That's not honesty. That's you being mean with a customer service voice. There's better ways to critique me.
Lisa, you literally asked. Carla didn't run up with a tape measure. People can't handle real talk anymore. And Carla was right. You did look like your shirt was choking you.
Here comes Danny's. Real talk doesn't mean real rude. Carla chose savagery and called it feedback. That's a personality flaw, not a work skill. When did everyone turn into insensitive lunatics?
Oh, please. I saved you, Lisa, from walking around looking like a busted couch cushion. If someone wants my opinion, well, you know what? I'm going to give it to them. When did everyone become so fragile?
A good coworker / friend doesn't compare someone to furniture. You weren't helping. You were being hurtful because you were trying to make the good-looking guys in the room laugh. You're a wannabe Instagram model.
This is why everyone tiptoes at work. You need a therapist around here just to give an opinion now.
No, you need a filter. Honesty without empathy is just being loud and proud about being a jerk.
You know, I'm not paid to be a feelings consultant. If people want compliments, go talk to your personal mirror.
And I'm not being paid to be your emotional punching bag. If your honesty leaves people smaller, maybe it's not a gift. It's a problem.
I don't think she's smaller.
Oh, dang. You're
Just piling on is what you're doing. Just
Sorry.
piling on.
So sorry.
Damn, Daryl.
Sorry.
No empathy.
No empathy.
Well, thank you to people on social media for being so dang entertaining.
Who wants to laugh their ass off? Ooh, I know I do. He wrote some funny punchlines just for me and you. It's Denny's Joke Jury.
Who's ready to laugh?
All right, you ready for a little comedy? Denny's got the jokes. We are going to be the joke jury, letting them know which ones are working and which ones are not. All right, what do you got for us today, Denny's?
All right, joke one. Who do they send in to save hostages from dangerous weightlifters?
I don't know. Who do they send in to save hostages from dangerous weightlifters?
The squat team.
Squad team. Load me up, bro. Load me up.
Oh, me,
Spot me.
love it.
Gaines. All right, second joke. What is James Bond's code name when he's in the bathtub?
I don't know. What is his code name in the bathtub?
007.
That's it.
Third joke. Where can you post your opinions on asteroid videos?
I don't know. Where do you post your opinions on asteroid videos?
In the comment section.
The comment.
Scientists love that.
Yeah, the comment section.
Fourth joke. What did the ocean say about being nauseous?
I don't know. What did the ocean say about being nauseous?
It's cool. It comes in waves. And final joke. What did the prostitute do when she got tired?
Oh, boy. I don't know. What did the prostitute do when she got tired?
She hit the sack.
Oh, well, it would stop me. I don't know about you. Hey, what did you do that for?
It's quite the finishing move.
You could have just told me.
I get the joke, but why did it have to go down like that?
Yeah, I mean, this is not cool, man. This is not cool. Wow. All right, Denny's. For a nice little round of comedy.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my new closet designers, Closets by Design.
Well, there is a civil case that was filed by a lady named Donna who says back in the early 1970s, Bill Cosby gave her a pill. He told her it was aspirin. She says she became disoriented, and then later when she woke up, she was partially undressed and had no memory of what happened. Well, in court documents tied to that lawsuit, I guess Bill Cosby admitted under oath that he got Quaaludes specifically with the plan to give them to women so that he could have relations with them while they were knocked out. And he said he never took the drugs himself. Now, he's currently trying to have this lawsuit thrown out, but I mean, at least get the money. I'm glad somebody is suing him civilly. All of them should. There shouldn't be a statute of limitations either on the crime of sexual assault. I don't care if it's a woman or a child or a man. There should never be a statute of limitations on sexual assault. And I'm not talking about like he was 18, she was 15. That's not what I'm talking about. When you have somebody who is like Bill Cosby, a predator who did this to hundreds of women, he should not be allowed to get away with it, and he should not be out walking amongst us. But let me calm down before I get high blood pressure. In other news, Mark Anthony and his wife have surprised everybody by announcing on social media that Mark Anthony is about to have his 8th kid.
Wow.
I didn't realize he was so busy. Singing all them love songs and giving it to the ladies.
Yeah, he does.
He does it to his own music.
I mean, he backs it up. He sings the love song, and then he gets you pregnant with that love song. Back up, girls.
If anybody did make love to their own music, I think it would be Mark Anthony.
I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely artists out there that you could go, okay, they listen to their own music when they're doing the dirty.
Definitely. And can you blame him? It's some sexy, sultry music.
Hey, baby, put some music on. I got it covered. Here's my album.
I also wouldn't be mad at like Sade, but she don't do that. But I wouldn't be mad at her.
No, I'd be okay. Put that on.
And finally here, you guys want to play a little game? Jbird, what do you think was the most streamed TV show of 2025, according to Nielsen? The most out of everything.
I would say probably, is it Stranger Things?
It is not. I'll give you a hint. It's a kids show.
Okay, so I'll know nothing because I don't have any kids. Is this another public trap that I'm...
Yeah,
All right.
much.
Okay, Gullah Gullah Island. I have no idea.
No chance to get it.
No, it's that little dog, Bluey. Bluey is racking 45 billion minutes viewed. That is a huge cartoon. I got a girlfriend who's got a little one, and Bluey hung the moon.
So what's Bluey about? Is Bluey about teaching manners or life lessons, or is it more about your ABCs, 1, 2, 3s? How deep does Bluey get?
That's a great question. I've never watched Bluey.
So you don't even know either?
Bluey's a little girl, but Bluey's a dog that's blue. And so it kind of throws me off. I thought Bluey was a boy, and then I was schooled and told, no, Bluey's a girl, dummy.
I'm not trying to be critical at all, but this is terrible reporting.
You're just mad because you're out the loop. Try again.
I'm really out of the loop now because I have no idea what the hell Bluey is.
What's the most popular movie of 2025?
Bluey Goes to the Zoo.
Bluey Zooey?
I don't know.
It was K-pop Demon Hunters.
I wouldn't have got that either.
The movie that produced that song we play, Golden.
Oh, the one where they go really high?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know about getting really high.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever been that high.
And not surprising, Netflix is going to be partnering with Mattel and Hasbro. They're going to have a huge line of K-pop Demon Hunters toys.
As they should.
Get them now. They'll be worth money in the future. Don't take them out of the box. Be a dork like I am.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
How well do you know the rest of the show? Can you answer like a majority of us on some random topics? That is the challenge that we have here today between myself, Virginia, Jbird, and producer Denny's. Okay, first thing I need you to respond to is give me a sound that people hate. A sound that people hate. And I am going to start off here and say crying baby. I saw a guy on a plane, a video of him this last week, was freaking out because a baby was crying. He was losing his mind.
I wish that guy would freak out and let me hear it.
Yeah, he was kind of a tool.
I hunger for that kind of interaction.
I'm so desensitized to that noise.
Oh, I bet.
Babies cry. I dare you to start beef about a crying baby on a plane.
No, I don't want to. Leave me alone.
There's enough happening on planes.
Yeah. Last time I was on a plane, a kid bullied me the whole time. Yeah. Keep your kids in check. How about that?
What'd you write down, Virginia?
Nails on a chalkboard.
I.e. your voice. I'm kidding. Come on. A murdered victim screaming.
Murder victim screaming.
Very specific.
Well, you ever hear those 911 calls? They're calling and they're screaming.
Yeah, I get it. You know, the point of the game is to match with others.
Oh, I would do anything for Denny's to say murdered victim screaming. Oh.
Denny's, did you say that?
I wish I did, but I thought of nails on a chalkboard.
Thank you, Denny.
You voted with McDonald's?
We appreciate it, Denny's.
Dang it. All right.
Okay.
Tables turn.
That's a matching point for Virginia and Denny's.
All right, Kevin, let's get our act together.
All right, Denny's.
All right.
I got you.
Give me a smell people love. What is a smell that people love?
Okay.
Come on.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
gonna think like Denny's.
I'm gonna think like me and hope Kevin does too.
Okay. I don't know if I can. That last one. What'd you write, Virginia?
Only talking about weed.
Okay. Jbird?
I mean, they go hand in hand. Only talking about pizza.
Denny's?
Only talking about weed.
Come on, Ralston.
Let's bury them.
Please, Ralston.
We're gonna bury them.
And I wrote scented candles. Yeah.
We on a roll, baby.
Figured weed. Should have figured weed. Virginia and Denny's already up 2-0.
We must interrupt this.
Next, give me a pizza topping. I want a pizza topping here. Okay, Jbird, you start us off.
I put pineapple because I think everyone's going to put pepperoni, and I'm hoping Kevin goes down that side bridge.
Denny's?
I put pepperoni.
That's what I was scared of.
I put cheese because I thought Jbird would, because I know that's pretty much the only topping he likes to get on his pizza.
Oh boy.
I usually get
The wheels are coming off the bus of you two.
Don't let her get in your head. Don't let her get you, Kev. She's trying to do her witchy
How many
ways.
points you got?
Don't let her get to you.
What'd you put down, Virginia?
Pepperoni.
Man, it's a 2-horse race. That's it. They're running away with it.
Kevin, what's going on over there?
Funny.
Wow. Running away with it.
Figuring out this game still eludes you, doesn't it?
No, that pizza for good smell? I get screaming murder victim a little out there. That, in retrospect, not my best work. Pizza?
Okay, Denny's, give us a button on a TV remote. What are you going to go with here? All right. What is that button, Denny's?
It's tough. I just went on, off, on.
On, off?
Went
Okay.
into that one.
Hard.
I went with whatever that button is, the return. It's basically the center button for everything. At least on my remote, where you hit it, kind of then controls
back.
everything. Yep. Virginia?
I went pause because that's the one I use the most. Some kid's always asking me a question.
Jbird?
I wish I could have it for the show. The mute button.
Oh, yes.
Because there's times I'd like to mute somebody on the show.
But you can't.
No, I can't. And it's really, really getting to me. And you guys are slaughtering us.
Slaughtering.
I know, 3-0. Okay, no point on that one on that round. Okay, next up, give me a celebrity with one name. Celebrity with one name.
I mean, okay, all right.
What are you going to go with here? Celebrity with one name. I'm going to just go with old Madonna. Virginia.
Madonna.
No.
Uh-oh. Jbird.
Yes, you can skip me.
Oh, he quit. Damn.
I put Selena. No. We love Selena.
We do, but again, you get the game, right?
Yes, I get the game. Gosh, all dressed in your witch's old woman garb
I'm rapping that KVJ.
yeah.
What?
with your grandma sweater.
Okay, Denny's, what we got here?
I went Prince.
Oh, that's
Prince.
a good one, too.
Okay, Madonna and Virginia get a match and a win.
Look at that.
That was the tiebreaker right there. 4-3 over Denny's, and I got 1. Jbird got 0.
I'll be back.
He didn't even play the last one.
The rage that's within is going to fuel all I need for next week.
Okay.
Oh, you made it.
At least you got that going for him.
Yay.
Got some emails here for makeup or breakup, including a guy who wants to know if he needs to break up with his dog.
Oh, boy.
Break up with your dog.
It's not really the dog, I guess, in a sense. It's more about his ex. And he says in his email, when I thought my fiance and I would be together forever, we got a puppy. We split the cost of everything to start. We both fell in love with the dog and out of love with each other.
This happens a lot.
Then the bitch cheated on me. And I do mean my fiance, not the dog. Somehow I got the blame because I pushed her away. But she's using that as her excuse to then be difficult in our breakup. And she is fighting over everything that we can lay equal claim to, especially the dog. The last 2 years, this dog has been my best friend and companion. And maybe I did pay more attention to the dog than my fiance. So maybe that's why she is fighting with me so hard about custody. She wants it full time. But she said she would settle for joint custody. Look, I don't want to hire an attorney if that's even possible for something like this. Plus, I'm coming out really well on a few other things that bringing in an attorney could actually then screw those things up. This dog should live to be at least 12, according to the vet, which would mean another decade of seeing my now ex-fiance. But the thought of not having that dog in my life destroys me. But so does the idea of having to see my ex regularly. Do I just need to make a clean break with the dog and move on? Or do I keep fighting or do joint custody?
I know exactly what this needs. You know how, like, in the middle of the afternoon, they got all those goofy court shows on?
Yeah.
Like civil kind of things. You need a sassy judge to get involved and make some rules here. Right around,
Judge Joe Brown.
Yeah, one of those shows.
Let him tell you what he thinks.
Where, like, you're watching it going, is this real court? I don't know.
No, it's actors.
I didn't think court was that fun.
Court doesn't have that many great one-liners.
Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of comedy in these courtrooms. They need to take it to that court.
Well, Kevin, you can probably talk on this better than anybody in the room.
Yeah, I had a situation that was very much that way, where I'd gotten a dog with a girl, and then we split up, and that dog was super.
Or boyfriend, girlfriend, or not married.
I think sometimes, too, you have to remove all of your feelings about the dog and how much you love the dog and really look at it from the dog's perspective. Who's going to give the best care for this pet? Who's going to be the best dog daddy or dog mommy?
You're talking like a reasonable person who's not going through a breakup. When people are going through a breakup, it is war, and all kind of mud is being slung around. Things that are not even true are being said.
I know a girl, her and her husband broke up, and they had dogs together, and they would do the custody thing. Where you would have the dog Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I have the dog Tuesday, Thursday, and every other weekend. It was actual insanity.
Yeah.
Because she was still spending all this time with her ex doing pickup and drop off of the dog that any new man was like, what the F is going on here?
I've seen this before, too, where couples try to do it together. And then there was an uncomfortable moment one time where someone was trying to get the dog. It was their turn to get the dog. And he happened to ask what she's doing later. She's like, oh, I'm going out to dinner with Andre. And he's like, who's Andre? And it turned into a fight. I'm like, can I leave?
You got to do a clean break, and whoever's going to be the better caretaker for that animal gets to keep it, and then you guys say goodbye.
Well, I think what's going on is they're both arguing that they're the best for the dog.
That's Virginia thinks everyone lives in La La Land, and you can sit down after a breakup and have this mature.
Yeah, because that's what's going on right now.
Who's got the easier schedule, work-wise, to be home with the dog?
She cheated on him, first of all, so she's not playing by. She don't play by the rules.
It's a nasty fight.
So no matter
Maybe
what,
he's bad in bed.
Oh, well, that doesn't mean you cheat on somebody. You break up with them and then you throw it.
To me, I see three options. You either fight for sole custody of the dog, you go on ahead and do what your ex-fiance wants, and you do joint custody where you're sharing time, or you just move on without the dog and say, I just need a clean break in life. Now, the dog probably has, according to the math, at least another decade to live. So you're leaving a lot of time on the clock, and that was your number one best friend and sole companion that you're just walking away from because of all this. What would you do, Jbird, of those options?
I'm personally a person that would not if I'm getting a dog, it's going to be my personal dog, and I'm going to take care of it.
Because you're smart.
And
that's the way to do it.
You don't want community property.
And you can love the dog, and we can treat the dog, but if anything goes wrong, there ain't no discussion.
That's my dog, bitch.
And if you bring a dog into the world and you get the dog, that's your dog. But I don't like the whole just in case something goes wrong.
Yeah. So what would you do now if you're in it and you're in this situation?
Clean. I think I have to go with clean break and take the heartache. What I'm going to go get into a fight with her. She's not playing by the rules.
Right.
She's got to bring me down in the mud. I don't want to be in the mud no more.
Right, but then look at the good side, though. If you get all that heartbreak, you can write a whole snack pack album about your sadness, just like Taylor Swift.
Sometimes when you got to be sad to win, I don't know if that's winning. You know what I mean? Like, I see what you're saying. I get it. I don't know. I would have fought tooth and nail for Chewy, but that was a difference. That was my dog, though.
You wouldn't have bought it with somebody.
I just don't. I've seen it go south too many times.
Let this be a lesson for anybody listening who is in a relationship and you're not ready to have a kid. You have a dog instead. This could happen to you too.
Well, I just wasn't prepared to be so emotionally tied up with my dog. I knew I loved dogs and I knew I loved animals, but I became a crazy dog person. Look at this picture I took of my dog. Look at the 19th picture I took of my dog. I mean, I was turning into that person.
We know. We talked about it.
I'm sure you did, as you should have, and you should have sat me down.
No, you were too in it, bro. You weren't ready to hear what we had to say.
I could hear, but I couldn't listen.
Ooh, no, it would have started a fight.
Top option right now is almost half of people, 49%, would just move on in life without the dog, make a clean break. 35% are saying, I'm not giving up on that. That was my best friend. I'm fighting for sole custody. And 16% would do the miserable thing and go with the joint custody. Now, Debbie from Royal Palm has got an interesting thought, a possible compromise that we haven't even listed or thought of yet. What would you do, Debbie?
I would offer to buy a dog, and so she can have her own dog. I keep mine.
Oh, but she's not. I'm telling you, she's a cheater. She's not going to play by them rules. She's already gaslighting him. She cheats on him and then says it's his fault. She ain't playing, but she's playing by street rules.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, this could work, though, two different ways. And I do love that solution. You offer that to her and say, there's going to be a new dog coming into the picture here.
I got you a street dog since you made for the streets. I found this dog in some alley.
Made for the streets?
Yeah, she ain't going to go for that, I don't think. She was one of them puppy mill dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, that's not a bad suggestion. And then, look, if she doesn't want the dog herself, then you've got yourself a new dog. And I do find that, at least for me, it's nice to have another replacement, another dog to put your focus and attention on.
And you also got to be realistic, too. Who are you dealing with? I mean, so some people are insane to deal with, and it gets to a point where they start to drag you down with them.
That's quality of life, baby.
Yeah, you just got to be careful of that when you start butting heads constantly.
And now you're just in it with all this drama with this person that you couldn't even get along with.
And she don't want that dog. Not that kind.
She doesn't want the dog. She wants to hurt you.
Through the dog.
Which the dog is another weapon to hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
That right there, that's for the streets.
Damn.
Well, what do you think about the concept of going on a first date to a dog park? Yay or nay, Virginia?
I love it. If both of you have a dog, I think it is casual. It's got a ending, and then it's got a beginning. Like there's a finite time. You're not stuck at dinner with some clown ass who's droning on about things you don't care about. Like when your dog is done, you can leave. That's like 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm. First 2 minutes, the dog's getting into a fight. Arr!
And then you can get out even quicker.
I think if you know the person likes dogs, let's say, for instance, you had an interest, maybe you were at some event and she's got a dog, you've got a dog. It works if the person and you're both big dog fanatics.
Oh, yeah. I think if there's something in common, that to me, I think that's a good first date.
Yeah.
Because you get to talk and get to know somebody. I think one of the worst first dates out there is going to the movies because all you're doing is Hey.
I agree.
You can't talk.
Movies are for the married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason why I really love the idea, because I have found too, I love dogs, but there are some dogs that I know are a lot more difficult than others and how they behave. And so if I was going to get serious with somebody, I'd like to see, we have to be compatible, but are our dogs compatible? And then what kind of dog do you have? If you've got an over rambunctious dog that just may not be my style, I may be like, okay, I don't know.
Or what if you're with you're on the date and their dog takes this big old dump and they don't clean it up.
Oh,
and they
sure,
keep
yeah.
walking.
You can see a lot of things, a lot of insights here. Yeah,
Yes.
I really do like it. 64% of people are saying yes, they'd be okay with a first date at a dog park.
The rest of our chat room are cat people.
Yes.
You don't see a lot of cat parks.
You really don't. That's wild. Is that a good
Because
idea?
cats would be like, peace, and they would run into the woods.
can't tell-
They would jump the fence in 2 seconds and gone.
You're
Yeah.
right. Cats, I don't think that would work, man.
Yeah.
They'd be
don't-
gone pecan.
Yeah, don't put it next to a road.
Don't put it next to a road. Absolutely not.
Bad idea.
There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Earlier in the dirt, Virginia was talking about Ghislaine Maxwell basically calling out 29 people that she says are co-conspirators in everything that went down with Epstein's crimes that settled with secret negotiations and were never charged.
Yeah, that's pretty shady. That's a lot of people. And who got the money?
Yeah. Well, we'll see if there's anything to it. I don't know if she has the power to even get anybody to investigate, because that doesn't seem to be rolling forward. So I don't know if that's going to happen. But there are other cases that are popping up, including a new one with a woman who has filed a lawsuit against Jeffrey Epstein's estate. She's going by the name Jane Doe, and she's a Florida resident between the ages of 20 and 40. And the lawsuit is alleging that the woman was sex trafficked in 2018 after being lured to Epstein's private island.
This is a story that we think a lot of South Florida women probably have.
Yeah, but what's different in this lawsuit from the other ones that we've heard, she is claiming there was occult activity that was happening on the island. Now,
He had like a temple in there. Like, he had a weird temple-looking church that he built.
it sounds like an eyes wide shut type of scenario. And I do remember in the 2000s, probably around 2008, before all this stuff kind of blew up, I remember people would kind of elude us. We had some callers and whatnot saying, dude, you would not believe the stuff that's going on in Palm Beach right now. It's eyes wide shut type stuff. I remember that comment always stuck in my head. Now, there was never the name or the connection to Epstein. That didn't come up. They just said there are some things happening at a mansion or mansions on Palm Beach that's eyes wide shut type stuff. And that stuck with me, especially when the Epstein story came out.
Yeah.
Maybe there's another one. I don't know, but it could have been that one. And that does sound like the occult activity somebody might be saying or alluding to. Now, the lawsuit itself doesn't mention this. It doesn't have any mention of religious activity or spiritual practices or stuff like that, cult recruitment. And it doesn't describe the false pretenses under which she was lured or what kind of abuse took place. But apparently in the initial allegation, this is in there, so it might be something to look into. She said that she was induced to travel across state and national borders, and that layered logistics kept her from knowing the identities of her abusers. And that's also interesting as well. With some of these
The
girls.
masks that they
Yes,
wore and
right.
eyes wide shut.
Yes. So that's another interesting thing. Could some of these powerful people have been behind masks? So some of these people, this is why it's hard to nail down any true names, because you don't have the direct correlation. If you were being abused by somebody, maybe they were in a mask or some kind of disguise.
Yeah, so the victim doesn't know the name, but guess who does? Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yep.
She
Right.
knows who wore the masks. It could have also been in darkness.
Yeah, so it's just a layer that maybe it's only
The
a
girl
possibility.
could have been blindfolded.
Yeah, right. Any of that kind of stuff. But when they talk about occult activity and maybe this kind of stuff, then maybe that was part of it, and why it's a little bit more challenging to say that this person of power definitely abused me.
You don't build a temple like we know existed on that island. It looks very temple and churchy. You're not going there to have Catholic Mass. Mm-hmm. We know something shady and weird and just bizarre beyond the realm went on that island.
And then Javen in our chat said there was a picture of the Epstein Island of a room with a dentist chair and then masks were on the wall, but the dentist chair looked like it was for kids. It was super creepy.
I did see that picture. That was a weird looking picture. And Is
that real?
Yeah, who knows? But it looked like it was kind of made to look slightly dirty as well.
Right. So if you start bringing out like the occult activity, and there's a lot of secret societies, Skull and Bones and things like that, and they're very secretive. They do wear robes. They sometimes have masks and disguises and things like that, that maybe that's what was going on in that temple on Epstein Island.
Nothing would surprise me.
And that sucks, too, because that really gives robes a bad name. I love a robe.
We know you do, Pumpkin.
I just...
Loves a robe.
Not looking to hurt nobody.
Exactly.
But wants to wear a robe, and you'd also like one of those wizard's hats.
But you're right, though. When you start talking about cults and all these groups, and they're all in robes, it makes robes sound a little creepy.
Well, there's a substitute teacher in Polk County that got arrested after showing up drunk to work.
Well, sometimes these kids can stress you out. All right, let's hold our judgment.
And the amazing thing was 44-year-old Micah Allen Dial didn't even make it into the classroom.
Oh, no.
They showed up at Lake Alfred Polytech Academy visibly intoxicated, and they were struggling to back out of a parking spot.
Oh, they were driving?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's quite a few videos out there. There was one where a teacher, I guess she was acting weird in the classroom, and the kids started telling other teachers about it. Yeah, she was on cocaine the whole day.
Wow.
They found the cocaine. She was hiding the cocaine in a bathroom, so she'd keep going into the bathroom and hitting it, and then going out there and trying to teach math, I guess.
I can't do this fast math.
I just can't believe how many stories there are.
A school resource officer stepped in, smelled the alcohol, and then stopped him on campus. He was arrested for DUI in the school parking lot, then agreed to a blood test and was immediately banned from all Polk County schools. And if you know anything about Sheriff Grady Judd, he's got a saying when people get all blasted like that.
Well, you know, I'm from Polk County. And if somebody's had too much to drink, I mean like way too much to drink, we say they're drunker than Cooter Brown.
Okay.
That's one of my favorite bars in New Orleans. The name of the bar is Cooter Brown's.
Okay, there you go.
It's a fantastic place.
Is that someone we're supposed to know? Is that a person or is it just a saying?
There's an old story about Cooter Brown, and Cooter Brown, I think, was the town drunk. I identify as Cooter Brown, and it's a fantastic bar in the River Bend in New Orleans.
That's a pretty good quote. I like his other quote, too. You point a gun at one of our police officers, we're going to shoot you, and we're going to shoot you a lot.
Well, 51-year-old Kevin Westerhole was half naked when he was seen making love to a vacuum cleaner in the Windsor Hills Resort gated community in Kissimmee.
Okay, hold on. How hot was this vacuum?
I mean, talk about letting it get away from you.
You got to be able to make sure no one can see this.
Dude.
Don't think it was the first time either, because they've had reports of somebody else doing this. They just weren't able to catch him. But
was
now
he like in the yard?
He was out in a public place.
Okay, he wanted to get caught.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, it's not clear if he was outside his own place or a neighbor's, but he was visible by the community, and he and his wife actually own condos in that community, and they rent them out on Airbnb. So now he's facing one charge for exposure of sexual organs.
There's his picture, too. We got a mugshot.
Y'all better check those Airbnbs. I guarantee you he's got cameras in there hidden in a socket or a cable box.
Yeah.
He's been filming people that are staying at his Airbnb.
Do not rent an Airbnb and watch a documentary about how cameras are in Airbnbs before you go to it. Because it will make you very paranoid.
Well, you can't ever be naked in an Airbnb anymore.
I was naked in Oregon. I'm on the ground naked. I'm looking under the bed, and I think I see a red light. I go, oh, it's going down. It's going down.
What was the red light?
It was like a charger or something.
No camera.
I don't think so. I mean, look.
You got to look on that dark web and see if your sexiness is all over it.
I'd be able to recognize my butt.
I think we all would. It's been in like 7 horror movies.
A retirement home in Germany got a surprise over the weekend when a heavily intoxicated American soldier showed up wearing no pants. He was in a sports jersey, though, and he did have on some undies, but that's it.
What was the sports team? Because you're kind of making them look bad at that point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They say there's currently a small geyser of poop water flooding into the Potomac River.
Y'all, come on now.
40 million gallons of untreated sewage have been spilling into the Potomac daily. That is enough to fill about 66 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Here are the neighbors talking about it.
I'm glad that DC Water's come up with a plan to try and divert the flow and minimize the impacts of the river. But again, is this going to continue to work, and how long will it take to actually fix this problem before no sewage is discharging into the Potomac River, and then they still have to clean this mess up? We found alarmingly high numbers of sewage, E. coli in the river.
Wow. Oh, that guy has got voice of, I'm so over this problem.
I don't blame him. I mean, we can't plug this leak. What the hell is going on?
Mm-hmm. They say during a snowstorm in Maryland, a Domino's driver walked away with a pizza after noticing no tip on the signed receipt. The delivery man returned to his car and told the customer to pick it up from the store.
Damn, he took a stand.
The homeowner says he had planned to give cash. The order was later delivered by another employee, and Domino's has not commented on the incident.
Well, yeah, that's kind of weird. I mean, if someone's going to give you cash at the door when you hand them the pizza, you got to let that play out.
Right, but I guess they're saying at that point I have no power. When I give them the pizza, then I can't enforce the tip.
It sucks, but that's just the game.
That is the game. I mean, that's how we used to do it all the time. If you ordered pizza or Chinese food, someone would have to come to the door. You'd have to make that transaction. Uber Eats and all those kind of apps have made us kind of...
If I was an Uber Eats driver, y'all, I'd have a list. And any houses that gave me no tip after the entire transaction was complete, nothing on the credit card, nothing in cash in my hand
Burn
as
me
I
once,
left.
that's it.
You burned me once, and that is it. I'm making a list. I'm keeping it in my car. And when I see your address come up again, game on, bitch.
Well, not to that over tease the next topic, but for what's on my mind, I've got an Uber Eats scam that's been going on that I want to let the people know about. People need to know about this.
I'm going to lick your pepperoni. I'm going to do weird things with your egg rolls. I'm going to rub all over your chow mein. I'm going to do whatever I got to do to make myself feel better about this encounter.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people should be Uber Eats drivers. I think there's a lot of...
I am not cut out.
No. Yeah. And remember how that lady did the viral Dr. Pepper ad and reportedly made about $2 million for it?
Yes.
She just came up with one. It went big on TikTok, and so now everybody's giving it a shot.
It ain't soda if it ain't Coca-Cola. Mountain Dew is for you.
Sweet, loud, fruity rush. That's not love. That's a crush.
Okay. Don't know if anybody else is going to get that $2 million payday.
You got to be the first.
Yeah, that's it. You're right. I don't know if these other ones are going to work.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Jbird, you said you had a little inside scoop on a scam going on.
Well, this is for the customers to be kind of savvy on. You know, you have that feature when you do your app deliveries, whether it's Uber Eats. Sometimes people just say leave it by the door, leave it on the table by the door.
Yeah.
They take a picture of the food and they send it to your account, so you know as the customer it got there.
Right.
They did their job. But what some people are doing that are working for the food services, they're taking the picture, they're sending it to you, and then they're taking the food with them. So now it looks like a porch pirate just grabbed your food. And because if you ask them, my food never got here, they go, well, I dropped it off at your house. Here's the picture.
This is why everybody needs to have a Ring doorbell.
And the people that are getting busted are drivers that don't see the camera. The cameras are hidden because they're looking around to see if there is a camera. They'll take the picture, send it off to the customer. grab the food and take off.
Even if you don't have cameras, you can go and you can buy what's called a dummy camera, and you just stick it up there, and it makes it look like you have a camera. And there's even some that have motion detector on it, and a light will come on, but it's not recording.
Really?
It's not hooked up to your home's electricity. It's solar run.
At that point, why not get a real camera, though?
Because real cameras are expensive. I paid about $900 to have mine hardwired into my house, front and back, and then I have to pay a monthly subscription every month to keep the files for 30 days. So if anything, it's not cheap.
And I'm with Virginia. I want my cameras running constantly, and I want to be able to go back to anything. And I wasn't in the camera game for a long time. I don't know how I was living my life. And if you own a business, I don't know how you don't have a camera in your establishment, because if something goes down, anybody can say anything. And there are so many things on YouTube where you see if there was not a camera involved, the police would have no idea what happened, but they have the footage.
The Uber driver gets away with your food.
I had an Uber driver basically in tears talking to me about an incident that happened to him, how he got beat up, and the only reason why he got to keep his job and won the case was because the whole thing was caught on camera in the car that the guy didn't know was being recorded.
Wow.
Yeah, it showed the Uber driver being innocent.
This
and the
is
other
just
guy.
a sign of the times. You can't trust people, and now you have to record everything because people are going to try to flip it on you, and the aggressors play victim.
So that means the Uber Eats driver is taking your food and then just like eating it in the car. That's what they're not reselling it. They're eating it.
What are they doing? Do they drive it to their house and give it to their family? How many meals can you eat?
I guess you could do a side racket like that where you almost take off money and say you want some, Jersey Mike's. I got 5 Jersey Mike's. I'll sell them to you for $20.
I guess you could, but man, it's a little tricky. Now you're fencing Jersey Mike's subs on the side for not a lot of profit.
Might be a tough market.
A ton of risk.
Look, the sub hustle game is not.
Yeah, you want to sell me what?
If I'm going to break the law, it's going to be for more than $20.
Wait, so you want to ruin my life for $20?
I ain't that hungry.
It wasn't a great example.
You got to put the risk reward up on the board and analyze it.
I get it. It was dumb. All right, let's move along.
What I got on my mind, I'm curious if anybody saw the debut of Shrinking Season 3. Just want to make sure that it maintains and it's solid. You never know with some of these shows, because I know once upon a time I had a show that I loved, 2 seasons. It was fantastic, and all of a sudden the 3rd season went, way off the rails. So just kind of curious. Sometimes maintaining that 3rd season is not as easy as it sounds. So I'm just kind of curious where that was.
Do you have a favorite character on that show?
I really like Han Solo.
Harrison Ford's my favorite character on that show.
Yes.
I think he does a great job of being kind of disgruntled, but still trying to be positive.
He has heart. Yes. I really like him. He's funny. I like his disposition.
And I'm not sure he's acting either.
I don't think so either. It seems very natural to him. Yeah, he's great. There's a lot of good characters on that. That's what drives that show. So if you've seen that, let me know, how was it so far. If you're a big fan of Bridgerton, that is starting part 1 on Netflix today. So you got something else to watch there. And Apple has announced the 4th season of Ted Lasso is going to be premiering this summer. Jason Sudeikis, Hannah Waddingham, Juno Temple, Brett Goldstein, Brendan Hunt, Jeremy Swift. Everybody's returning that you love from that. So they got all the characters back. And in the new season, Ted is coaching a 2nd division women's football team. I assume he goes back to England, if you saw where they wrapped up Ted Lasso before. So we'll see.
You love that show.
I did. We'll see. Will it have the same kind of energy and whatnot? And I don't know. There are some where the plot is really important in the storyline. Other times, some of these shows they create, more of the genre of the feel-good happy, you could almost plunk them anywhere. It's just how the characters interact. So I'm not as concerned, even though I'm not sure I love the storyline where it's going. Just I think the dynamic of the show and the characters together, they can make it work.
I always get nervous when I love a show and they start introducing new characters around season 3 or 4.
Right.
Sometimes they can be fantastic.
Yep.
Other times it can sink the ship.
Yep. You never know. It's kind of where we are with that. What do you got in your mind today, Virginia?
I got my new boots yesterday.
Okay.
I'm saying that word all the time now.
Really?
Yes, I couldn't find my cowboy boots. I go, has anyone seen my cowboy boots? I go, no.
You're stuck in it, huh?
Oh, it is such boot weather outside right now.
It is. So
boots and boots and boots. So yesterday, I got these fantastic, like, pleather, but they're shiny pleather.
Okay.
Disco boots off of Amazon. They were like $30. And, you know, Amazon clothes and shoes are like hit or miss. So
It's a chance you're taking.
I didn't really know. I read the reviews, but, you know, it's still a chance. I tried them on last night. I'm getting all excited because Saturday night, Tyler Cameron's gala at the Hilton on Okeechobee for his foundation that he started in honor of his mom. The disco is going to be popping. The whole theme is Saturday night. Saturday night disco, Saturday night fever, and these boots are going to be fantastic.
Who do you think was more excited when she got her package of boots or when I got my Bigfoot statue?
I saw your Bigfoot. It's you, no doubt.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah.
Did you see my boots video?
No, I saw that weak ass.
Damn. You don't watch my boots?
I haven't seen it yet. No.
You really did a video?
I did.
Oh, you did? Oh,
Was it on our Instagram?
What a bully.
I'm gonna watch it.
It was
right.
on my Insta story.
Oh, whoa, no way. This is so awesome, Kevin.
You think I'm going through your Insta stories?
I go through yours.
Wait, your
I don't do Insta stories.
Your personal Insta story?
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't posted something personal on my Insta.
I am heartbroken right now.
I posted something on my own personal Twitter yesterday. Did you guys look at it?
I don't look at Twitter.
That's it. Okay, I see where we are. Nobody's looking at anybody's personal social medias around
I
here.
can't be looking at it.
All right, I'll tag you next time.
Yeah, tag us.
A story on our own personal?
I made a
What?
great boots video.
All right, well.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay, that's it. They went too far. Why did you have to keep making movies and taint this? There are some times where I now will see an amazing movie and they'll do a sequel, and I purposely will stay away unless people are saying, oh my gosh, it's so much better than the first. I'm like, no, I don't want this, because so many franchises that I've loved have just been bastardized or they've been watered down, and it loses the punch of the original. It should have just been one. Some of my favorites, John Wick. They kept going with this thing, and it's just more of the same. And I was watching the last John Wick that they had. At some point, I'm like, I feel like I'm watching a video game.
It was dumb. I saw it.
Yeah, I was like, all right, okay. No, we don't, more is not more when it comes to the John Wick franchise. It was perfectly done, just the one. Leave it right there. Couldn't do it, though. The Matrix, I felt the same way. First one I thought is one of my favorite movies. When they got the sequels, god awful, and they just ruined the whole storyline.
Are you sure you just don't have beef with Keanu Reeves?
I know, you're right, too. He keeps making movies he shouldn't. The third one will finally give him a reprieve because it's the Taken franchise they did. First movie, I get it, but you're Taken again? It's almost like same thing with Die Hard. That's another one I put in there.
That's on my list. I have Die Hard in my top 5.
I mean, come on. It's so unrealistic. Same thing with Taken. You're talking about a once-in-a-lifetime type experience, but for these two guys, it keeps happening.
I have a certain set of skills. I repeat the same movie every single time.
Again?
Yeah.
Dude, what kind of dad are you when they keep taking your daughter over and over again?
Maybe get like one of them baby leashes.
Right, yeah, exactly. Put it on her. Don't let her out of your sight.
Or if you're Bruce Willis in the Die Hard movie, just stop going out.
Yeah, I mean,
just stay home.
You keep stumbling into terrorist activity.
I mean, every time he's involved with a terrorist, Virginia.
Switch it up, dude.
Now, the other one I'm going to hit you with, I'll probably get some pushback on, Jurassic Park.
I see why. I think recent Jurassic Park movies have gotten a little whack. They're really storyline going away, and you're seeing too much, it's all graphics. We want that storyline.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Those are my top 5 movies that I wish were only one and not franchises. Is there anything else you would add to it, Jbird?
Oh, yeah, but I just don't want to take an hour and a half, but I do have a lot.
I'll give you up to 5.
I've got Scream.
Okay.
I wish that would have just been a single horror movie. You didn't need Scream 2 through Scream 5. Pitch Perfect. It was fine, I love the first Pitch Perfect. I think they did 3 of them.
Wow.
That's
a lot.
How many singing competitions are there?
That's a lot.
The Hangover, I liked the first one. I thought 2 and 3 was pretty much just second-rate versions of the first Hangover.
Yep.
I thought the same thing about Meet the Fockers. I loved Meet the Parents. I thought that was such a funny, great movie.
Right.
I think they did 3 of those.
Yeah, they kept going.
Caddyshack did not need a sequel.
No, you're right on that. I think they realized pretty quick. You could say the same thing about Dumb and Dumber when they came out. I was like, what are they doing?
Dumb and Dumber. That was
so hard to say.
Both of them. They made one back, I think, in the early 2000s. Just unbearable, Virginia.
Yeah. All good ones. Solid. Anything else? In Virginia, do you even have one?
Paul Blart Mall Cop 2.
Should they made the first one?
Yes, the first one was great. When he was in the mall, it made sense. But in 2, he's in Vegas. Like, what?
Virginia's got the wackest taste in movies.
Whatever.
You do, man.
Paul Blart is a cinematic masterpiece.
You like some crappy comedies, dog.
I can't help if you don't understand it. Big Mama's House. A classic.
Right.
Was Big Mama's House 2 necessary? No, it was not.
Yeah.
Big Mama's House won all the awards.
Right.
It got all the views, all the money.
It did?
One of the top performing box offices of all time.
You're lying.
Yeah.
And you're ruining the segment. And I have a better answer, Kevin. Coming to America 2 did not need to be made.
Okay.
That was rough. I thought that
right.
was so bad, and I was so excited because I love the first ones. The first one's a classic.
It
is. And that's why a lot of times I respect when they say we made a classic. There are some movies where they still want them to do a sequel, and they're just like, what else are you going to do?
What was the plot of Coming to America 2?
It was that. Honestly, I don't even really remember. I don't
remember it either.
Very forgettable.
But it's such a great movie. Like, don't touch it.
I remember there was a weird scene where
Didn't he have a son and he had to? It's almost like he had to come back for his son then or something like that.
It was whack.
Yeah.
Don't touch a classic.
Yeah. Very, very forgettable. Yeah, there are a lot of movies where it's like, no, but we're good. We done it.
How do you feel about Teen Wolf 2?
Awful, terrible, horrible movie. And it's spelled T-O-O, so it's Teen Wolf also. And it's no. And I keep hearing stories. Jason Bateman was Teen Wolf too.
Yeah.
I hear he was not a very nice kid growing up. He was a bully and a jerk. And the stories I'm hearing about him, you're like, damn, Bateman was, if these are true.
He's so likable now. Is it an act?
I don't know, man.
How do you feel about Back to the Future?
I love Back to the Future Part 2.
Okay.
It's not as good as the first one. Part 3,
You're
I
glad
think
they did it, though.
I'm glad they did Part 2. I think Part 3 is dreadful.
But you got to take it all.
No, I don't take part. No. If I have to take Part 3, absolutely not. That's how much I hate that movie.
So you'd rather just stop at 1 than make all 3?
Yep.
Okay.
Wow.
What about Karate Kid? Stop at 1 or make the whole franchise?
I don't consider the next Karate Kid part of the franchise. I'll go 1 through 3, and hell yeah, I love them all.
Okay.
But if you force me to do the next Karate Kid, then I'm out.
Okay. What about Grease? Should have stopped at 1.
I love Grease 2. In fact, Grease 2 is played a lot in my house.
Okay.
Let's score, let's bowl, let's rock and roll. No?
Wrong room.
I guess we're not Grease 2 fans in here.
Never seen it.
Never seen it.
Never seen Grease 2?
Never will.
Nope.
And I never will.
Didn't really love Grease 1.
What?
I know.
Please don't tell me more. Tell me more. Never mind. I'll stop my Grease comedy.
Should Home Alone stayed 1 movie?
Yes.
It's almost like the Taken concept where it's like, all right, how many times are we going to forget our kid?
But Lost in New York, I mean, the Plaza Hotel, that whole thing, I don't know. It's got some very redeeming qualities.
Rob Schneider.
Yeah, that's Virginia's favorite part.
Yep.
His wife just announced she's divorcing him. What went wrong?
The Sex and the City movies, they don't think they needed more than 1.
Those got a little cringy.
Some said they didn't even need 1.
Somebody said The Mask. Yeah, they should have only done 1 of that. If you remember the old Jim Carrey movie that had happened.
Yeah, well, I think it was Jamie Kennedy who did the sequel.
Might have been. Some of the other ones, somebody said Fast and Furious would have been fine with 1.
There's like 9 of them.
I know. Transformers and Saw. They said it was all about the twist in the movie Saw, and then they kept making them, and the twist is kind of exposed.
Yeah, some of the horror movies, for example, like I said, Scream. I also feel the same way of I Know What You Did Last Summer. The first one was good alone. You didn't need to make a part 2 on that, and they did.
Yeah. And somebody said the Blair Witch Project. The whole thing about it was the mystery, and then after they exposed the mystery, why would you make a second one?
That movie will always be tainted for me. I didn't love it, and I was on a horrible date who was like fake being scared the whole time. It was awful.
Hold me, Jbird.
Oh, another ghost.
Hold me closer.
Oh, they're coming. No.
Protect me, big boy.
And I was in like a big group. I'm like, please, you're embarrassing me.
Yeah. Well, I know Bird loves him some nostalgia. And do you remember something used to be in your Happy Meal when you were a little kid back in the 80s called changeables? Does that ring a bell to you, what the changeables are?
Was that a toy that you could kind of change into other pieces with the other toys?
Might have been. Yeah, I don't remember that. That didn't come up. I don't know how many...
Well, if it's a toy, this guy has played with it.
Not necessarily. I took a break from toys for a long time. I didn't pick it back up until in my 40s.
But the 40s have been toy heavy.
Very toy heavy.
It said they had 16 collectible toys that would transform into classic McDonald's icons, such as robots and dinosaurs. And they came out in 1987.
I do remember these. Yes, they were kind of on the Transformer level. They were going with the GoBot Transformer thing. And I think I do have some. I'll make a video. I'll just send it to you. I won't even put it up online. I'll just send it to you guys on a text thread.
Okay.
A lot of work and not a lot of coverage.
Because I'm sure that's what we all want.
I want to watch a video.
I want to edit a video, send it to you so you guys don't watch it and we get no public credit for it.
Solid use of time. Solid use of time. Yeah, so if you want a little nostalgia, you can go and check it out. Now, I did see just how the price of a Big Mac has bounced from decade to decade, and they've even adjusted it for inflation. And I was kind of looking at this, and there were a few things that were a bit surprising to me. If you had to take a guess, what is the decade where a Big Mac was the most expensive and the least expensive? And this is adjusted for inflation.
I think the Big Mac was probably the cheapest in the 80s.
Okay.
And most expensive currently.
Okay. If you adjust for inflation, the cheapest decade for a Big Mac was the 2000s.
Really?
Yes. The adjusted for inflation now, it'd be $4.10. Then you're paying $2.39 for it. But yeah, if it was adjusted for inflation, it'd be $4.10.
Weren't those the days?
There's certain pictures I can't even look at because they're pictures of me in a store and I'm looking at the prices of stuff and I'm going, I want to go back in time so bad right now.
Remember when a cheeseburger was like 27 cents or something crazy?
They would have 29-cent hamburgers on Wednesdays and sweet Sunday.
Right.
39-cent cheeseburgers.
That was cool.
And I had like that teenage hunger, early 20s hunger, and me and my friends, me and Panda, we'd go through, I swear we'd eat 12 of them a piece.
12?
With a McNugget on the side. I mean,
a side piece.
Growing boys, yep.
Up or out?
I got portly a couple times. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I got fat.
Supersize me is real.
I've had to go up and down a few times in my life.
So the Big Mac was actually cheapest in the 2000s at $4.10 for today's standards on inflation. In the 90s, it was the most expensive at $5.78. I don't know why that was.
I wonder too if they're throwing in like the combo or they just saying the straight up sandwich.
Straight up sandwich itself.
Do you remember a time, because I do, when the Big Mac was like King S-bomb of the mountain? That was like the hamburger sandwich to get. All the talk was about Big Mac, Big Mac.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was always Big Mac versus the Whopper.
And then there was a time when the Big Mac was way better than the Whopper. I flipped at some point. I used to love the Big Mac more, But then I started loving the Whopper more.
Okay.
See, according to my sources, and I'm not trying to get into a Big Mac off with you, they're saying early 90s, it was $1.85 to $2.25 per Big Mac.
Yeah, I have that it was as much as $2.45, and I'm giving you the number adjusted for inflation of the $5.78.
Yeah, I don't understand how to do that kind of math, so I can't question it.
You
should tap out.
I just heard my brain break. I only understand the taste of a Big Mac, none of the numbers.
Adjusted for inflation, bro, that's so hard.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I'm a taster. I'm not a tester, I'm a taster.
Yeah, if you want to go back and you're not dealing with inflation and everything, if you just want to look at the price, when you started getting Big Macs in the 1960s, they were 45 cents.
Wow.
In the 70s, it jumped to 65 cents. In the 80s, you were paying $1.60 for a Big Mac as the average price.
That's my Big Mac years. Like
Yeah.
in the 80s, I was just like, whoa, the Big Mac is so impressive.
Well, the Big Mac changed my life. It really did. I remember going from Happy Meal to Big Mac, and I know I've told this story before. My dad's old race car buddy came over to our house in Lake Park about 10:30 at night and brought a sack of Big Macs.
A sack?
It's like 10:30 at night.
He must have been rich.
That's what I thought. He was not. In fact, I think he was very poor. But he, I'm like, yeah, I'll try this Big Mac. I couldn't believe. First of all, I couldn't believe the size.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe the taste.
It's massive.
And then from there on, that's why they say don't try certain things for one time.
That's why a dealer gives you that first, get you hooked.
It was like I had like a heroin reaction, like
must get more.
I needed more. I didn't want more. I needed more.
Yeah. Well, there you go. I don't know if they're rebounded, but they're definitely playing to the nostalgia. I mean, if they're coming out with the toy that they had in 1987, who are they trying to get back to the restaurant?
Jbird.
Yep.
They know.
I think that when it comes to all that toy stuff, it's starting. They're starting to hit Denny's demographic now.
They need to come out with the ad campaign. Do you remember your first taste?
Oh,
I mean, imagine if that would connect.
All right, I'm connected.
You just now took us back.
God, I get so excited.
Yeah, he is ready to go.
That first taste, baby.
So they're doing a couple different things. They're doing the old and the nostalgia, which I think is smart to bring in people like Jbird, who just went down memory lane. And then they're trying the new hot trendy stuff. They say McDonald's is going to be introducing hot honey sauce nationwide. In fact, they're going to be trying on a few new items, including the hot honey sausage egg biscuit. It's going to be a pork sausage patty, folded egg, and hot honey sauce on a biscuit. I mean, everybody's all about that hot honey right now.
The hot honey's got the hot hand. It is everywhere. And I don't know if I ever heard of it until recently.
That feels like a 700-calorie biscuit.
It may not be slimming.
Let's not take the fun out of the conversation.
I know.
What do you want to talk about? What? Snow peas?
Yeah.
You're right.
I want special sauce.
Yeah.
It was just maybe a week or so ago, I'd seen Shirley Raines, known as Miss Shirley. She is the founder of Beauty to the Streets, and she is an advocate for people that are homeless. And she had really gone all in the Los Angeles community, some places in Nevada as well. And I was reading a little bit more about her story. She's got more than 5 million TikTok followers. And she was homeless at one time in her life. And what had happened was she had a toddler. I guess it was on the streets with her, and that toddler died. And it just destroyed her. And here she is. She is crumbled by the grief of losing a child. Now, she's got 6. But, this kid meant so much to her, and she did not know what to do with herself. So she started pouring herself into doing something positive for other people, and she started helping homeless people back in 2017. And she would go out and distribute meals. She would help people with haircuts, hygiene supplies, beauty services, and most importantly was she would give them dignity.
Is she the one driving around in her car that gives out gift packs and documents all of it? If so, I've seen her. She really is inspirational.
Yeah, here's a little bit. She's just handing it out. Here's people coming up to her car.
Hey, you're very welcome, King. Thank you for saying thank you.
She calls everybody King, Queen.
Hey, King. How you doing? Thank you for saying thank you. Juice, chips, candy, hot dog, ketchup. It's all beef hot dogs from Costco.
That's all she would do. Just hand out the food and people would come up, and she built such an amazing thing in the community. I saw just a couple of weeks ago, she was on TV, and then it pops up today that she has died at the age of 58.
No.
Oh, wow. I did not see that one coming.
Yeah.
What happened?
Don't have anything credible yet that I care to report on. I care more to focus on what happened in her life and what she did. Just this last year, she won the NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Social Media Personality, and she has done amazing stuff. I hate to see it. She's passed. I mean, that was just, to me, very devastating, but her life is a big lesson, and there are people that do have something that is soul-crushing. You say, my gosh, why would this happen to me? And when you can process that pain and turn it into something positive, you can still make beauty out of it.
Amen.
And you can honor that toddler that she had lost on the streets those many years ago. And she definitely did an amazing job doing that. So I hate to see that she is gone, because I feel like somebody's got to fill that void. You know, we just need more good people that are really doing things for the community rather than less.
And now you can just be happy that she's with that toddler.
Yeah, that's what people were saying. That was one of the big comments.
Also, it shows you, too, you just never know.
Yeah, it is. There's so much. There's so many lessons to take in on that and what it is. And it's about living every day and just pouring in other people. And she did that. I'm so happy that, you know, she lived long enough to win the award she did, to see the followers she had on TikTok, and to make the impression on people. I mean, she was all over the place just 2 weeks ago. That's why I was like, wait a minute, the lady I just saw a couple weeks ago
I totally was liking all her videos and diving deep, and what an inspiration.
Yeah, it was very stunning and a shock to see. So a life well lived, though, and a lesson to be learned for all of us. So Shirley Raines, Miss Shirley, she definitely will be remembered. There's more KVJ coming your way. It's called the After the Show, and you can watch it live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. Working on that TikTok. Hopefully going to get that soon. So you'll be able to check us out there, or you can watch anytime on demand as well. We have it up on our Spotify and also on our YouTube. You can see the regular and the after the show. Before we get to that, though, Jbird, if you would, wrap us up with your thought for the day.
The last time is almost never announced. It just happens, and you don't know it mattered until later.
Oh, damn. That fits well with Kevin's.
Boom. I tried to pair it up.
Bam. Perfect. That's how he does it right there.
That's good.
That's great radio, Virginia.
That is.
Look
I'm
out.
taking notes.
Stand back.
I've never heard that before.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.